Okay, so this video is all about percent increase and decrease. The learning target that we're going to hit in this video is I can use proportional relationships to solve multi-step problems related to percent increase and decrease. So you should have cut along the dotted lines and bolded on the solid lines. And then if you check the directions on the back, it says once you've cut along the dashed and folded lines, adhere percent increase and decrease flaps down so they can't be lifted. So these should not be able to be lifted before you get started. Don't tape it to the book just yet because it's going to be easier to turn and do things with it if it's loose. Okay, so let's look at the first problem together. Miss Sloan's rent for last year was a total of $11,400. When she signed her new lease, the rate for the year was then $13,200. What was the percent increase rounded to the nearest percent? So percent increase rounded to the nearest percent for Miss Sloan's new rent. So I want to remind you that percent increase is simply in proportion form the change over your original, and that's going to equal the percent, and percents are out of 100. So don't forget, this is very important. This is something you should memorize for both percent increase and decrease. So if we flip this flap up, the first thing we need to do is figure out what our change is. So in order to find our change on this, we are going to take the $13,200 and we're going to subtract the $11,400, and that's going to give us $1,800. So here is our change. That has a nice spot in our proportion. The next thing we need to look at is our original. Well, if we flip back here, the original was $11,400 because that's what it started with. So we're going to put our change, again I'm going to rewrite this, we have change over the original, that's going to equal our percent out of 100. So our change is 1,800, and our original was 11,400. So it's going to be a percent increase. That arrow up indicates percent increase, which is what we're talking about. And that's going to be equal to some number out of 100. So we need to figure out what that number is. In order to do that, we have to figure out what we scaled down by, because we have to do the same thing here to figure this out. So 11,400 divided by 100 gives me what we scaled down by, which was 114. So if I take 1,800 and I divide by 114, that's going to give me 15.789. So 15.789. Okay, so I'm going to show my work. I did 11,400 divided by 100, which gave me 114. So I did 1,800 divided by 114 to give me 15.789. We're going to round that, so our percent is approximately, remember those wavy equal sign equals or means approximately, so it's approximately 16%. So the increase in her rent was approximately 16% increase. Okay, so we have that one done. Let's now take a look at the percent decrease. The percent decrease problem. Tony purchased a new car. That should be for. I don't know why it says or. For $18,500. He was told that once he drove it off the lot, the value would depreciate. Depreciate means go down. Appreciate means go up. So it would depreciate to this amount right here. What percent rounded to the nearest percent did Tony's car depreciate? Again, depreciate is a fancy word that means drop or go down. So we're going to follow that same process. So we have the change that we need to find out. And so our change would be the 18,500 minus the 13,505. So 18,500 minus 505. And that gives me 4,995. Okay, so this is our change. So we have change over our original, and that's going to equal percent out of 100. We're trying to figure out what this is. This is our x. Over here, I guess I could have put an x here because this is what we're talking about. This is our x. So we're going to take our change, which was 4,995. We're going to put that over our original. Our original was 18,505 or 500. And that's going to give us our percentage out of 100. Again, I guess we could replace that percent sign with an X, but we're going to figure out what we scaled down by. So we're going to take 18,500 and we're going to divide by 100, which $185. So we scaled down by 185. Therefore, I need to take 4,995 and divide by 185, which gives me 27. So 27 is our percentage. Percent equals 27. Because we would replace this with this right up here. Okay, so the car depreciated by 27%. Ooh, that's not much fun. You drive the car off the lot. This is a true story. This actually happens. Car off the lot, you drive it off, and it automatically is less money than what you spent to pay for it. Over here, we probably should have stated our answer. So her rent increased by 16%. It's always important to state your answer. Okay, so this is it. All you have to do now